Hi, it's Gary. Welcome to today's video. So here we are, the start of August. Can you believe it? We're more than halfway through the year. Time is flying. Before you know it, it's going to be Inkvent. I'm really looking forward to that. I've ordered my Inkvent calendar already. Going to take a look now at the pens I'm going to be using during August. The theme for this month is Use Me Up. So this is one of the regular ones I do, where the aim is to use up pens that are currently inked, to empty them. I don't refill them, they just go into the clean out pot, and then I move on and fetch in another pen. So join me now down on the table and let's take a look at the starting 6 pens. Welcome down to the table. So Use Me Up month. As I've already said, the whole idea is to use up pens, get them out of my inked rotation, clean them out and put them away for a rest. The first pen, this is the Jinhao 80. Very similar to the Lamy 2000, isn't it? It's like a black colour, feels very similar to the Lamy 2000 as well. A lot of differences. The first one, this is a cartridge converter. Second one is the nib. The Lamy 2000 has got more of a hooded nib. This has got a Lamy style nib. I think it's the Lamy Z88. I can never remember the number of these nibs. But this is not the nib that came with it. The nib that came with it was a Jinhao fine nib. I personally just did not get on with it. So I've swapped it. What I've got in here is a Lamy broad nib. I've got another video up on my channel actually showing me doing this swap. It's a nice comfortable pen. Feels nice in the hand. Got quite a nice length to it. Very, very light, that's one thing I will say. So we've got here a Jinhao 80. Love this nib on here, it's made into a really wet writer. It's got a broad nib. The price for this pen is $5 Aussie. So it's not exactly an expensive pen. The ink is by Diamine. And it's writer's blood. Again, it's a fairly wet ink. Now at the moment, and what I've noticed since doing this swap, whenever I've been writing with this, the ink is looking nearly black because there's just so much ink coming out. Drying times is immediate, 10 seconds, 30 seconds. 1 minute. After a minute, there's still a teeny bit of a smudge. I'm actually surprised. I was expecting more of a smudge than that. Because as I say, it's a fairly wet combo. You see the ink colour that I'm expecting, this dark burgundy there. Very nice. So I love writing with this pen. Looking forward to finishing this off this month. So that's the Jinhao 80. The next pen, we're sticking with China. This is the Fuliwen 017. This material is called Starry Night. Loads of different colours in here, very bright coloured. One downside with this, not really a pen that I would take to a business meeting. It's just too in your face. But for even sitting in a coffee shop, I'd happily do that. Got a cartridge converter on here. Let me just take this off and show you. There we are. Got some metal there in there, so not really something to think about eyedropper in. Nice feel in the hand, nice wide section. Number 6 size nib on here. Very comfy, nice size, nice shape. Even posts if you want it to, and it doesn't feel too back heavy. But unposted, I find this really nice. So this is the Fuliwen 017. The nib on here, very, very smooth. Almost like writing on ice. Medium nib. Price for this, I'm going to take a jump. It's up to 38 Aussie dollars. The ink is by Diamine and it's Aqua Lagoon. Very nice ink, like maybe a pale turquoisey type ink. Drying times, so we got immediate, 10 seconds. Almost dry there. I'm going to do 30 seconds, but would expect that to be dry then. Yep, 30 seconds there, nice and dry. Very bright pen. I like writing with this. It's not exactly how I like the feedback. It's too smooth. I may eventually try and work on that, but it writes well. It writes consistent, so not really overly too bothered at the moment. So that's a Fuliwen 017. Just move the page up ever so slightly. We don't need to see the headers now. Pen number 3. This is by TWSBI. This is the TWSBI Diamond 580. So I'm shaking it and twisting it as I'm talking. This has got a shimmer ink in here, so need to make sure it gets nice and mixed up. I do love this pen. It's very, very nice. It's a demonstrator, well, as you can obviously see, it's in the fully transparent version. The piston mechanism takes up about 1/3 of the body, so you do lose that little bit of ink space, but it's better than you get with the Eco. The section, not too bad, nice, bit thicker than what we see with the Eco as well, so to me it's nice and comfortable. It's a nice length. The nib, there we go, nice looking nib on there. This is a broad nib. Hopefully I've agitated this enough as I've been doing this. So we've got here a TWSBI Diamond 580. This comes with that broad nib. Price wise, again we're taking a jump in price. 85 Aussie dollars. The ink by Diamine. Give it a little twist, and it's Tranquillity. I'm just going to do here a little scribble there, see if that'll help show off any potential shimmer. Drying times, so we go immediate, 10 seconds, 30 seconds. Still a little smudge, 1 minute. After a minute, that's nice and dry. Let's see, can we see any shimmer coming through? Yeah, look at that. Hopefully you can see this. So it helps if I get in the camera. Loads of shimmer coming through in the writing. All the writing's got it. Wow, it's like, I want to say that it's like a silvery with a hint of green to my eye. Very nice though. Hopefully the camera's caught some of this. So that's the TWSBI Diamond 580. That's all the pens that are under $100. Now we'll look at 3 pens over $100. Just dropping in to interrupt your regular programming. Would you like to help support the channel? If so, please consider joining as a member. As a member, you'll get early access to my videos. I normally upload them a couple of days before they go out, and as soon as they're uploaded, they'll be released to members. There'll also be a shout out at the end of the videos, and then as we get the members coming in, we'll actually chat among ourselves and work out what other perks, what other things you'd like me to add in. You know, would you like maybe a monthly live chat just for members? All down to us. So please, if you can, consider joining the channel. A link will be in the description down below. My first pen over $100 is a handmade pen by a maker here in Australia. It's that pen Bloke, and this is what the model he calls a fountain pen. This material though, is called something special. Really nice, absolutely love this. We've got yellows, we've got some, like, is that burgundy or dark crimsons? We've got browns, we've got this lovely swirling pattern. Very, very nice, very attractive. The pen, nice and long. It is a big pen. I love it. I love the length. Doesn't post, that's one thing to be aware of, but it's that long you don't need it to post. The section, beautiful concave section there. And my fingers, I hold my pens down at the bottom. my fingers just fit so nice. Number 6 now. Number 6 Yoho nib on here. This one is a broad nib. It's a cartridge converter. There we are, there's the converter. You could potentially eyedropper it, it's all resin. I'm not going to even think about that. I just use the converter. It's so nice, it's very, very nice to hold. So this is that pen Bloke. Check out his website if you haven't already, really worth looking at. And it's a fountain pen with a broad nib. Price for this pen is 190 Aussie dollars. It's just launched a new entry-level pen, which is quite a bit cheaper than this. So it might be worth looking at that if you want to get into handmade pens. You know, just go check out his website, that pen Bloke. The ink is by Diamine, and it's Flame. Nice orange ink. Actually contrasts quite well with the yellow in this pen. Drying times, so we go immediate. Got to remember to use a clean finger. 10 seconds. 30 seconds. Nearly dry there. Just for completeness, 1 minute. There we go, nice and dry. After that 30 seconds, we'd expect that. Really nice pen, very comfortable to hold. Nice little bit of feedback on the nib. Really enjoy writing with this. I'll have to see how it goes as we go through the month. So that's the That Pen Bloke fountain pen. My 5th pen from Japan. Here we've got a Platinum 3776 Century in the Burgoyne colour. Nice looking pen, slightly transparent. This is a cartridge converter. There we go. One thing I have noticed, I don't know if you can see there, there's a little bit of ink. I have noticed that this does tend to leak a little bit, so it's something I have to keep an eye on. This is a platinum converter. It's a proprietary converter. In the hand, it's a little bit on the short side, unposted. It does post, and it's not too bad. It doesn't feel too heavy. A little bit back heavy, but not unusably so. The nib on here, this is a 14 karat gold nib. It's the only gold nib that we're starting the month with. It's actually quite nice, but it does look quite wide here at the shoulders, doesn't it? But altogether, again, it's another nice looking pen. So this is the Platinum. .3776 Century. And it's got a medium 14 karat gold nib. Now this is a Japanese medium, so it is a little bit narrower than you would get with a European medium. Price of this, 288 Aussie dollars. The ink is by Diamine, and it's Oxblood. I do like this match, and this is the ink I'm going to carry on using in this pen, I think. I think I've found what for me is a perfect pairing. Dry times, there's immediate, 30 seconds. Well, I went for 30 seconds, I forgot my 10-second one, never mind, 1 minute. After a minute there, that's nice and dry. Going to label these 30 seconds and 1 minute, just so I can remember for the future. So that's the Platinum 3776 Century. Just going to move this page up ever so slightly. There we go. The final pen for the month. This is the Leonardo Momento Zero Grande. This is in dark Hawaii. Piston filling pen. One thing I do miss with this, I know I'm always saying it, there's no ink window, so you never know what your ink level is. I love the colour of this dark Hawaii. It's like a spaghetti pattern. As I twist, you see we've got different colours in there, different shades of blue. Then we've got some browns in here as well. Very nice, very attractive looking pen. I love the section on this. My fingers fit really well on this section. I hold my pens down near the bottom. I keep saying this. It's as if this pen is made for them. If you hold your pen further up, again, not too uncomfortable, but I find if I'm holding it here, I can feel the threads underneath my finger. Number 6, Yoho nib. Branded Leonardo. There we go. Just a nice, comfortable pen. You can post it. It does post down onto the body, but I find unposted it's more than long enough. And yeah, this section, nice and wide, nice and comfy. So this is the Leonardo, Momento, Zero, Grande. Grande, helps if I can spell it right. It's a medium nib and it's a steel nib. Price for this pen, 377 Aussie dollars. The ink is by Diamine. And it's Upon a Star. Again, it's another nice match, I think. Drying times, so there's immediate, 10 seconds, 30 seconds, almost dry there at 30 seconds, 1 minute. After a minute, as we would expect, that one is nice and dry. I do like the looks of this, and this material feels so nice. So that's the Leonardo Momento Zero Grande. They're the 6 pens I'm starting the month with. Let's just swap on over and take one final look at them. So here's this month's pen reel that my wife's made for me. We've got an Avengers one this month. So the first pen, the Jinhao 80. And that goes into its slot. The Fuliwen 017. The TWSBI Diamond 580. The That Pen Bloke fountain pen. The Platinum 3776 Century. And then finally, the Leonardo Momento Zero Grande. Let's roll this up and quickly tie it up. And there's my pens for the month. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Do you do this idea of a Use Me Up month where you try to avoid ink and pens for a whole month? How do you get on with it? I'd love to know. Please drop a comment down below. Let's kickstart the conversation. Please hit that thumbs up button. Every time you like, every time you comment, just helps with the YouTube algorithm. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel so that you can get new videos as I release them. I'll talk to you again soon.